My name is Katelyn McGillivray, and I'm currently in my second year of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing program here at Okanagan College. I'm 19 years old, and I'm set to graduate in 2024. My first experience in healthcare was in my gap year after high school, working at a private care home for 5 residents with varying degrees of disabilities. I became a primary caregiver at the young age of 17. I was never really sure what I wanted to do after high school, but within 6 months of working at the care home, I was set on becoming an RN. I decided to apply to Okanagan College as I had heard from many friends that it would be the most beneficial because of the small class sizes and the close connections I would build with my professors. Because of COVID-19, my first year in college was not exactly what I had imagined. I had all of my classes online in my first semester, but luckily there are only 26 people in my class, so creating relationships was not hard. I will never forget the first day we were all coming to campus for our orientation into clinical practice. Even though I had spent countless hours in Zoom classes with these people, I had a hard time matching a face to a name. I was equally surprised seeing how tall everyone is, as that is not something you think about when you're sitting behind a desk all day. I have gotten to know every one of my classmates very well this past year, even in the most unimaginable learning experience, and that is just one of the many reasons that I am grateful for choosing to attend Okanagan College. When I learned that classes were all in person this year, I could not have been more excited. Finally, a sense of going back to normal, and also a chance to see all that the campus has to offer, such as the wonderful building we are currently in. I have found my lectures so much more intriguing now that I can connect on a face-to-face level with my professors, and the fact that so many of them are registered nurses is so valuable to our learning, as they know firsthand how the content that they teach will be helpful to our nursing careers. We often get caught up in story time from their experiences for large periods in class. But I'm realizing that is what I enjoy the most, to be able to connect everything we are learning about in our classroom to actual nursing practice in the real world is what reminds me every day why I chose this profession. I'm currently in clinical practice at Kelowna General Hospital on 3 East. This is a surgical unit, and although it can be overwhelming, we are encouraged to talk about every part of our experience in clinical, good or bad. This is another reason why I'm grateful for my enrollment in Okanagan College. There are only 6 of us in my clinical group, and the one-on-one time with my professor, Monique, is always full of encouragement and valuable learning. Not only do we get to see what the nurses' jobs are on 3 East, but we also get to experience how many health professions come together to collaborate on one patient. One patient may have a dietitian, care aide, LPN, RN, physician, and physical therapist working together to help them recover. That is why the new Health Sciences building is such an amazing addition to our campus. We get to interact with all of the healthcare students in one center for learning, and these are people that we may see in our practice one day. I am sure that anyone you ask in any healthcare profession will tell you that it is demanding, and the past year and a half has shown us the hard work and dedication of frontline healthcare workers under extremely unpredictable circumstances. We have had very honest conversations in many of my classes about how this may not be what we signed up for when we decided on our profession, but it is what we must do our best to adapt to now. This building is an amazing representation of support for the future of healthcare and the attention that should be put on the next generation of frontline heroes. The classrooms, nursing labs, and simulation rooms are state-of-the-art and a stepping stone for the continuation of education and training for the most competent and caring healthcare students. The learning and collaboration that I will have the opportunity to do in these classrooms is not something that I take for granted, but something that I will cherish and try to make the very most of. To everyone who has had a part in making this building a reality for our health science students, I sincerely thank you for making sure that our education is your priority just as much as it is ours. I would specifically like to thank all of the donors in the community for helping make this a reality, and I would also like to thank the province of BC for continuing to support Okanagan College. With everyone's generous contributions, I am very optimistic of the future education and opportunities that will arise for healthcare students. Thank you.